Greetings and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where you can find the most latest and fascinating ADA news. You can enter to win 1000 ADA by watching the entire video, upvoting, subscribing, and leaving a comment that says Cardano is king. The winners will be chosen the following month and announced on the channel's community page. Looking at the utility in relation to their price and the market capitalization of their main competitors is a fantastic way to find currencies with good upside potential. The same may be said with Cardano ADA. Why do Bitcoin cryptocurrency bulls seem to be so confident that Cardano ADA will increase tenfold over the next 2 months? Let's watch more of the video to find out what he actually stated. As always, make sure to watch the entire video. As one of the most renowned sources for Bitcoin and altcoin news opinions and the most recent updates, Bitboy Crypto is a YouTube channel maintained solely by Ben Armstrong that posts updates about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchain news from around the world. Since Armstrong once shared his opinions about Bitcoin with any of you, claiming it to be the largest asset in history, there is now a certain level of trust among individuals due to Bitboy cryptocurrency. In the next 5 to 10 years, he predicts that Bitcoin will eventually start trading for millions of dollars. Ben emphasized that no one had anticipated that studying Bitcoin cycles in 2018 and 2019 would encourage businesses to adopt the currency. He cited MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor as an illustration of how Bitcoin plays a central role in the company's overall business strategy. People were skeptical about how money entered Bitcoin and how the price would rise until a few years ago. The cryptocurrency market is still recovering from its recent storm, and only a few of the currently accessible cryptocurrencies appear to be performing well under these challenging circumstances. So what does Bitboy Crypto have to say about Cardano ADA? A wise cryptocurrency investment can produce a passive income that, in the short run, helps to secure these currencies' finances. Cardano ADA has tenfold upside potential, according to cryptocurrency specialists like famed Bitboy cryptocurrency. Many investors in the community were dissatisfied with their holdings when the Cardano price crashed and things started to go south last year following the introduction of the Alonzo hard fork. Things got to the point that Charles Hoskinson, the founder, threatened to immediately block anyone who asked him about ADA costs. Let's see how quickly this clears up the feed of how many bots it exposes under the new Twitter policy. If you complain about the price or prefer to burn coins then write on Instagram. Then Cardano experienced a substantial decline in actual volume, therefore it came as a shock to learn that ADA's total number of wallets holding at least $100 has been rising constantly for years with only a few minor dips, even surpassing 3 million. In fact, Hoskinson asserted during a live webcast that ADA had greater liquidity than practically all other cryptocurrencies in the market. While examining the ecosystem's growth, it was found that many investors may have thought the Cardano is Alonzo hard fork meant that the ecosystem would quickly include advanced features like smart contracts, DEX, and crypto games. However, we are not yet prepared for the amount of time that these projects will need to create. It is crucial to give Cardano this time because the new projects and increased transaction volume will assist to raise the price of ADHS. The ecosystem is currently working to achieve this. It appears that our constant hype and reporting could harm Cardano. However, there is still a tenfold upside potential to it. At this time, as far as utility goes, Cardano is undervalued. Cardano's market cap pales in comparison to that of its greatest rival, Ethereum, which has a market worth of over $128 billion. Just this shows how undervalued ADA is given that it provides greater usefulness than Ethereum. Due to its speedier transaction speeds, which are far lower than those of Ethereum, Cardano is more scalable than Ethereum. Due of the eagerly anticipated Vessel hard fork, Cardano's surprise could possibly be where things head next. If past ADA fork incidents are any indication. A 10x target for Cardano is also reasonable given that ADA is at an all-time high of $3.10. September 2021 has arrived. The blockchain and Ethereum are comparable in that they both support smart contracts, allowing for the development of decentralized applications. It can also produce non-fungible tokens, which is another well-liked cryptocurrency feature. Forward motion Cardano has a history of giving many investors significant returns. The Cardano narrative is not done because there are still many catalysts in the future and a clear strategy. Additionally, in the upcoming months, these factors might raise his price. It has numerous and significant real-world applications. However, this is just the beginning for Cardano. For instance, people can try items from farm to table using the blockchain in agriculture, or you can securely keep educational credentials. It has outlined a 5-stage roadmap, allowing us to keep track of this evolution. Each upgrade is subjected to peer review prior to launch with the aim of making Cardano a fully decentralized, self-sustaining system. Even if this might cause a delay, overall, that's very acceptable. It will guarantee quality and perhaps stop hiccups in the future. It is certainly plausible that investing in Cardano would be your greatest move if it succeeds as it moves through the final stages of development. It has a vision to play a significant part in the evolution of how business is conducted, plenty of real-world applications, and transaction speeds. The roadmap and peer review provide investors some visibility, and having and sharing a strategy is always a good thing. Cardano can mathematically double by 10 in the upcoming months, which means that any 10x gain in his price will cause a massive increase. It will fall to third place under his market cap, just behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course, you should never invest more in cryptocurrencies, whether it's Cardano or another, than you can stand to lose. Due to the fact that cryptocurrency is still relatively new, there is still a substantial risk associated with these investments. However, if the sector keeps growing, Cardano investors might be among the biggest winners. Cardano's recent price performance has been pretty flat, as with many other top tokens, making it seem like a lackluster ride, just like other top 10 cryptocurrencies. But due to a number of important factors, interest in Cardano seems to be increasing. It formally launched the ship's hard fork on a testnet a few weeks ago. This significant update aims to increase Cardano's scalability and efficiency. Investors have also long believed that this would increase developer demand for it as the preferred blockchain. This certainly seems to be the case, since Cardano has had the highest level of development activity of any blockchain during the previous month. Cardano's investment thesis has mostly been influenced by the possibility for rapid decentralized application growth, at least for those who think that a token's worth should equal the sum of all the applications on a given blockchain. Cardano's network was created with the long term in mind, and Charles Hoskinson has adopted a more careful approach to delivering significant improvements. This will strengthen the belief that the network will continue to be safe, dynamic, and improved over time while avoiding catastrophic disasters observed in other top-tier blockchain projects like Terra. It has quite a distinguished history considering that it was founded in 2017. Investors in the smart contract platform have several points of reference for how Cardano can operate in bear markets, if there is any pattern. Cryptocurrency valuation is definitely closer to an art than a science. Investors can determine the benchmark for where tokens should trade using a variety of theoretical theories. Now, the greatest advice typically is to consider the ecosystem value of a network. Investors should monitor Cardano's ascent and application development as a catalyst. For long-term investors looking for market growth possibilities, there are several reasons why this bear market may last for some time and why this year's selling pressure may not be a basis just yet. When a bear market is present on the blockchain, those who continue to innovate and develop are typically in a good position to succeed further. Cardano may be too alluring to ignore at this time. The greatest way to ensure you are ready for a bull market is to accumulate positions in cryptocurrencies that prioritize growth. One cryptocurrency that is used in 2022 to demonstrate that it will keep innovating even in a bad market since the year's beginning is Cardano. In January, Cardano's TWhy had rapid growth. Cardano, Stevia, which had a market size of less than 1 million, has risen to more than 325 million by March. Cortana is getting an upgrade known as the Vestal hard fork to make sure she is ready for an increase in traffic, even if the TWhy has suffered in recent months due to the broad crypto downturn. The hard fork will reduce fees and speed Bitcoin transactions. It will be quite entertaining to see how Cardano achieves his objectives in the upcoming months, but until then, it is important to keep your head held high. However, as usual, feel free to voice your opinions in the comment box below, and don't forget to use the subscribe and bell buttons.